Good evening, Mr. Bond fans, and welcome once again to a No Time to Die vlog that is giving me some serious deja vu. Didn't we already do a thing where it was like a few months away from the release of No Time to Die and we were talking about a new poster and trailer? Yeah, first of all, before we get into the actual trailer reaction here, I'm just kind of... I think we need to talk about how insane the release of this movie has been. I'd kind of resigned myself to the fact that No Time to Die was not going to be coming out in 2020. I kind of thought so many other big movies were getting pushed back and delayed and whatnot, and I just thought there's no way that they're gonna release Bond in November of this year, particularly as there are, you know, already news reports of a potential second spike of the COVID-19, obviously, and yet here we are. A few days ago on Twitter, the James Bond hashtag like emojis reappeared for the first time in months, and then a new poster came through, and then along with the poster, an announcement that a trailer was gonna be coming sometime this week. This is obviously incredibly exciting because, like I say, I'd kind of resigned myself to the fact that the film probably wasn't going to be coming out this year, and now here we are, the wheels of the marketing machine are turning again, and I think it's going to be very interesting. I've not watched this latest trailer yet, so I'm going to be recording my own reaction as I watch it through, like I did with the other main No Time to Die trailer back in, I think it was like December 2019. What I'm really curious about going into this is whether or not the marketing, like the main elements of what they are going to push to sell this film have changed, and my before going into it, my instinct is that it will have changed quite a bit. I think a lot of the promotional material that we've seen for No Time to Die, like way back at like the start of 2020 and such, like the trailers were kind of making a big deal, like the 25th film will change everything, and the emotional story and the returning characters and all these kinds of things, and I have a feeling that this new marketing push is all going to be about action and spectacle, and I think it's going to be really interesting because now they're not only selling the film, they're not just selling the story of what they have, they're trying to sell cinema, basically. They're trying to show people this is something that you need to see on a big screen. You need to get off your butt and put on a mask and go to a cinema and experience it that way. So I think there's going to be a much bigger push on the scale, the scope, the spectacle of the film. That's my initial thought anyway. The new poster that was released a few days ago, I know that some people have complained that it's too similar to the Skyfall posters, and I see that. It is just Daniel Craig on a white background with, you know, a part of the 007 logo behind, and I know that it's kind of silly that one of his hands is sort of off the image, so Photoshop, you know, go Photoshop mad with that. Photoshop whatever you want into his hands. I'm sure we're going to get an awful lot of memes revolving around that, but I really liked that poster, and again, I might just be reacting to the fact that this is the first like proper new bit of promotional material for No Time to Die that we've seen in a very long time, and I'm just so we've all just been through this massive drought. I'm like, there's a new thing, it's so cool. But I did think it was quite interesting. One of the first things I thought about looking at it was like, huh, no blue. So much of the No Time to Die promotion has sort of used that blue color. It seems to be quite a consistent thing throughout much of the marketing, certainly through most of the posters. Craig, of course, was against that blue wall in the first teaser poster they released, and then it's come back, it's been on the logo, that kind of thing. And now here we have just this big gold, you know, the whole poster is, you know, black, white, and gold, and I think it's making quite a statement. And I don't know if maybe I'm reading too much into this. I do wonder if there's some kind of marketing information that, you know, just a November movie is not going to sell that well with this kind of blue shade, so we're going to go for gold. Gold is more powerful, it's Bond, obviously, and I think they might be evoking a lot of the Skyfall imagery, because, well, Skyfall did really well. It's still, you know, not accounting for inflation, it is still the most financially profitable Bond film. The initial box office gross, of course, the first $1 billion Bond, as it were. So I think they might be deliberately evoking some of that. So okay, we're gonna watch the trailer through now, and I'm just kind of gotta give you my honest response to it off the cuff, and then we may well go through it in a little bit more detail immediately after. I'm still like, I really hope that this isn't just the exact same trailer, but with like November 2020 on the end. God, it's really pathetic how much I start like having my heart starts fluttering as I see these things for the first time. It's really lame. Okay, here we go.
past isn't dead.
Oh, nice. Bond theme.
James, fate draws us back together. Now your enemy is my enemy.
His name is Safin.
Oh, and what does he want?
Revenge. Me.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
You can imagine why I've come back to play.
There's a young lady in Santiago I want you to meet.
You're late.
When you're ready. Salute. I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
I get why you shot him. Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
James Bond.
We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
Have you ever flown one of these?
Nope.
Harder to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
What is it?
I don't know what this is. He's going to kill millions.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.
I loved it. Oh, that was so good. Okay, wow, so it seems like it's a little bit of both then, I guess. They were still very much focusing on Madeline and Safin's relation to her past and this kind of stuff, but then I feel like this was a much more adrenaline-pumping action trailer. There were a lot of, like, vista, like, scale of this thing kind of shots. Yeah, wow, and that Bond theme was fantastic, and that's really cool that they have really embraced that. The Bond theme was already kind of there in the previous one, but this was much more bombastic, much more action-driven, really, really great. Loved that. Okay, first thing we have, like, immediately the trailer opens up with, obviously, we're back in Italy, and the whole Bond jumping off the bridge thing that we've seen quite a lot in a lot of the other promotional TV spots and whatnot, but this has the... I love how Bond has to duck out of the way of the car, and then he grabs the thing and goes down. Okay, so it's like an extended bit of that. Then we obviously have him coming back to Madeline. The past isn't dead, so they are very much still pushing that story, things from the past coming back. I'm guessing it must be a pretty significant theme in the film. Then we have some more shots of London, which are really cool. I really love the Bond theme in this bit as well. It's really nice. I wonder if that's a Hans Zimmer or if this is some other composer who's done this Bond theme. And see a good few of the MI6 regulars. M in some kind of turbine room. Bond and Madeline all lovey-dovey. MI6 regulars, the Scooby-Doo gang. Moneypenny giving us some good Fred from Scooby-Doo. Okay, some repeated shots here, some action shots. Yep, it's all about Safin. I love this like little missile thing going down the lift shaft and then all of the explosives spinning off it. That's really cool. That seems like something kind of, I don't want to say cartoony, certainly, you know, heightened reality, perhaps, which I really like. I like that they're going for something a little bit more fantastical with the gadgetry. That's really nice. What does Safin want? Revenge? Me? That's interesting. I'm guessing that, well, again, they have to sort of loop this back around to make it more personal to Bond in some way. I guess they're making it personal to Bond by making it personal to Madeline. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you. Is that what Blofeld's saying?
When her secret finds its way out, It'll be the death of you.
The death of you. I thought he was always saying the death of him. And then we have what looks to be the Spectre boardroom meeting. Spotlight on Bond, everyone's sort of collapsing around him. You can imagine why I've come back to play. That's a nice Bond line. And then, yeah, we're getting sort of like big, plane over a big landscape. Felix introducing Ana de Armas, who apparently does not have that big a role in the film, but they're really pushing her. They give her her own little character bit here. I like that she has the tux and unfolds it. The look on her face is really nice. I watched Knives Out again recently, and I really liked her and Craig's chemistry in that film, and I really hope they can replicate some of that here. I like seeing Bond in the tuxedo, Ana de Armas in evening dress, kicking some ass. This is fantastic. Looking forward to seeing that scene. And then Bond saying salute, and then, yeah, that's really nice. The sort of exasperated look on his face. That's good. And then I love this little bit about Nomi where he says, disarming young woman. That's nice. I wonder who he's on the phone to there. I do like the idea that Bond's just called up Felix to have a bit of a gossip and a bitch about this new person who he's having to deal with. I love the, I get why you shot him, and Moneypenny saying, yeah, well, everyone tries at least once. It's interesting. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. That's interesting. And I guess this must be like Safin's villain lair island thing, which again, really cool, really like it. It looks kind of CG to me. I don't know if this is a real location that they've just given some CG enhancements to put the base there, or if it's a completely original creation. Because a bunch of Safin's people are kind of wandering around this. I wonder if this is gonna be some kind of like Garden of Death sort of thing, like what was in Fleming's You Only Live Twice. I would actually really dig that if it was. I just want to be a little tidier. That's a nice line from Savage. I really like that they're bigging up the whole world domination, or world changing at least, element of his plan. I think that's really nice. Then some great action shots, love all this. I like the cues on the plane with Bond and Nomi, that's pretty cool. So obviously in the titles as well we're seeing this November, the mission that changes everything. So that's interesting that they're no longer bigging up the whole the 25th film will change everything. It is the mission that changes everything, which I wonder if that's maybe because they felt like the whole 25th film will change everything was a bit misleading, and that, you know, it implies that it's going to change the previous 24 films that have come before this, and I guess that's perhaps not true. He's going to kill millions with Bond and Nomi looking at the vials or something on the wall. This montage with this action is so good. If we don't do it, then there'll be nothing left to save. That's really cool. I'm loving the stakes that they're bigging up here. I love that ending montage with that Bond theme. Again, like I say, it's really bombastic, it's really nice, it's really fun. I really love it, and that last shot with the Land Rover coming over and almost landing on Bond, that is lovely. Oof, yeah, okay, spectacle galore. I'm sold. Wow, yeah, okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent trailer. I think I prefer this one to the previous one as well. I think this is more kind of, yeah, it is. It's the outrageousness that it's selling. It's the scale, the scope, the action. I love the sort of the bigger shots of landscapes and that kind of thing. I really love the the vibe that this one's going for. Oof, okay, well, I don't know if there's an awful lot of new information in there necessarily. Like, it's a lot of different shots from scenes that we've, scenes that we know largely from previous materials, so that's quite, but it's still quite nice to see, more shots from this film. And yeah, November this year, they're really pushing for it. That would be, obviously, if this year has taught us anything, it's to not count our chickens before they're hatched, and I feel like there is still, obviously, like, I am not 100% sold that I'm even going to see this film this year until I am sat in the cinema and I see the end credits rolling and James Bond Will Return comes up. I'm not even, it wouldn't surprise me if I was sat in the cinema and there was an EMP that wiped out every electronic projector in London and we still couldn't see this damn film when it actually comes out. But they're really pushing it, which is reassuring for someone like me who just really wants to see this damn film. So let me know your thoughts on this latest trailer in the comments section below. Did it blow you away as much as it did me? Again, I don't know if I'm just reacting to, like, because it's been such a drought, and this has come up, like, way out of the blue. Like, this time last week I was kind of, like, making videos thinking, like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen this year, and now here we are with a brand new friggin' trailer, and a really great one at that. I'm really glad that they went the full 2.5 minutes with it. They didn't just give us the same thing with a tweaked a date at the end. Really, really impressed with this. I am so excited. Let me know in the comment section below if you are too. As well as below, you can find links to my social media pages, my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Patreon page if you want to head over there. And if you like this video and you would like to stay up to date on future videos that I will be making on this channel, then please do hit the subscribe button below. Until next time, Bond fans, a really excited Calvin Dyson here, signing off and saying so long for now.